All right, let's go, Bourbon Quest. It's your host, Bourbon Steve. Welcome to Mash Madness. So, yeah, we're still in the Elite Eight. So tonight we're over in the South region, and let's go ahead and meet the contenders and players, because these are some big boys tonight. We have none other than from Buffalo Trace, Stagg Jr. Hell yeah. Going up against, it's rival down south, the Tennessee Single Barrel Jack Daniels Barrel Proof. Classic Tennessee Kentucky matchup, heavy hitters. Let's do it, baby. Alright, so we got to get through these little things real quick. So thanks again for all those that have subscribed. I really appreciate it. That helps me and the channel out. So thank you for that. If you haven't done so, just takes 2 seconds, doesn't cost anything. Just hit the subscribe button. Like I said, that does me and the channel a big favor, so thank you for that. And then do yourself a favor, ring the bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified on your mobile device each and every time a new video comes out here on Bourbon Quest. Smash that like button, yo. Feel free to leave a comment. Who do you think's going to win tonight? Kentucky or Tennessee? Oh, man. And if you've got these, feel free to drink along and leave your comments. So, all right, let's get into the particulars real briefly. So, like I said, we do have Stagg Jr. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Barrel Proof, Unfiltered, coming in at 130.2 proof. Oh yeah. So, George T. Stagg was born in Kentucky on December 19th, 1835. Stagg built the most dominant American distillery of the 19th century on the banks of the Kentucky River during a time known as the Gilded Age of Bourbon. The distillery survived floods, fires, droughts, and even Prohibition when it made whiskey for medicinal purposes. Today, Buffalo Trace Distillery strives to carry on the tradition of its famous forefather, uncut and unfiltered. This robust bourbon whiskey ages for nearly a decade and boasts a bold character that is reminiscent of the man himself. Hell yeah, old Stagg Jr. Alright, and then going up against Jack Daniels, uniquely crafted, handmade barrels, single barrel, barrel proof, Tennessee whiskey, Lynchburg, Tennessee, master distilled, coming in at 126.8 proof. From grain to barrel and straight to the bottle, our barrel proof Jack Daniels single barrel is made for those who appreciate a pure taste experience. Hell yeah. Alright, so before we get into the whiskeys, just for disclosure purposes, don't pay attention to what glass is behind what bottle or near it, whatever, because these have been mixed up, rearranged, swapped, whatever, using a very high-tech, sophisticated, dangerous, proprietary, patent-pending system approved by NASA. That's a bunch of bullshit. Bottom line is, I don't know which glass is which. This is a blind tasting, so I just know it's one of the two. Alright, let's get right into it, because I think this is going to be interesting. But remember, stay hydrated, my friends. Alright. I definitely get like dark wood and berries, caramel. I'm getting like dark notes on that, like blackberry, black cherry, and then there's some caramel, like some plum, blackberry, black cherry. Well, I definitely get some of that oak and caramel. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, I get the blackberry and then black walnut. That's really good. All right, let's cleanse the palate and go in for another sip here. Yeah, I get those dark notes on that. I mean, the color's great. I mean, the nose is interesting. All right, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Some more like walnut, blackberry, a little bit of plum, some black pepper. Definitely get some spice on that, and the oak. All right, let's go to whiskey number 2. Comes off a little bit sweeter on the nose, more caramel, vanilla, banana. A little bit of a nut on that too. Definitely vanilla, caramel, banana, and nut. Like, not necessarily peanut, but more like a salted cashew and banana, caramel, vanilla. Sweeter on the nose, I think, than the first one. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, sweeter on the palate. Definitely get the banana, vanilla, caramel. Yeah, some like salted nuts, like I guess almost like a mixed nut, because nothing really singular is coming out in that nut flavor. But you know how you get those like Planters salted mixed nuts. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting on that tonight. All right, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, definitely get some more butterscotch now and that banana, bananas Foster's, a little bit of, bananas Foster's. Man, that caramel's starting to come through. Still get that like mixed can of salted nuts. All right, let's run it back. What do you think on this, Bourbon Quest? Feel free to leave your comments. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. That's so good. I mean, just good mouthfeel, good proof point. Very complex on the flavors. Really delicious. All right, let's go back to whiskey number 1. All right. Yeah, just those darker notes of darker fruit and stuff coming through, whereas this one, the second one, is more on the sweeter side. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. I mean, it really punches you in the palate there with that proof point. Those dark fruit notes and flavors, more of that oak, a little bit more barrel char, whereas the second one comes off sweeter, smoother, I think more complex. I knew this was going to be hard because they're both really good, and obviously I've had them both before and love them both, so makes it a really difficult decision. All right, let's go back one more time and then we'll declare our winner. Remember, stay hydrated, my friends. Yeah, this is so sweet. And this is deeper, darker, richer. I mean, they're both good on the nose. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, those darker fruits and black pepper and walnut. All right. Telling you, they're both delicious, but it's time to make a decision and declare a winner, because one is moving on to the final four while the other is going home. So who's cutting down the nets tonight is going to be whiskey number 2. Who do you think it is, Bourbon Quest? Whiskey number 2 will be cutting down the nets as it goes on to the final four. Whew, man, those are good. All right, Bourbon Quest. Dun, 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 dun. Your winner is, all hail. The winner is Stagg Jr. So, Kentucky takes down Tennessee. Dadgummit. That's too bad. I mean, I knew I was going to hate either way because these are both freaking fantastic. I actually kind of am glad, well, it's getting out anyways. The Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof is getting harder and harder to find, unfortunately. The Stagg Junior's already been hard to find. I was kind of afraid that the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof continued to move forward in this competition. That might make it even harder for me to find in the future. So it's kind of bittersweet. That way, maybe I can still find one on the shelf if I hunt decently, which I'm usually able to do. But anyways, congratulations, Stagg Jr. Moving on to the final four. Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. Going home, buddy. Sorry about that, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, Stagg Jr. That's good, though. Oh, I'm going to taste the winner first. That's so good. Alright. Well, what time? Okay. Might have a little more of this. It's so good, too. I don't know what's coming off of those darker notes on that today. It's usually interesting. Alright. One more tiny pour for the loser. Again, congratulations, Stagg Jr. Moving on to the final four. And Jack is headed back to Lynchburg. Whew. These are some heavy proofers too. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. So good though. It's a shame that one of these bottles had to go home, but once again, congratulations, Stagg Jr. Maybe next year, Jack. Alright, we're going to wrap it up. Just say congratulations one last time to Stagg Jr. cutting down the nets, moving on to the final four. And we wrapping this baby up. We'll see you again tomorrow for the last bottle to move on from the Elite 8 to the Final 4. Woohoo! You want to stay tuned, so make sure you hit that subscribe, ring that bell, smash that like, leave a comment, and always, Bourbon Quest, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Ha ha! Good night, Bourbon Quest. Congratulations, Stagg. You're moving on, brother. Ha ha! Whew. Those are good.